Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the stories shaping the world today. In 2024, we're witnessing a fascinating shift in global immigration policies. Some countries are tightening their borders, while others are grappling with how to balance immigration with internal challenges. From rising political pressures to economic shifts, these decisions are transforming the landscape of migration as we know it. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the top 10 countries kicking out immigrants in 2024. Each nation has its own reasons for restricting immigration, whether it's for national security, cultural preservation, or economic survival. We'll explore the stories behind these tough stances, the impact on immigrants, and what these changes mean for the world. Make sure to stick around until the end because you won't want to miss the insights we're about to uncover. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more in-depth looks at global issues. Let's jump right in.
Number 10, Tunisia. Starting off at number 10, we have Tunisia. Known for its stunning Mediterranean coastline and rich history, Tunisia has become a hotspot for migration issues in recent years. However, Tunisia has been grappling with political instability since the dissolution of parliament in 2020. A turbulent political climate, combined with rising inflation and food prices, has made life increasingly difficult for locals, putting immense strain on resources. With the country's youth unemployment rate sky high, the government faces pressure to prioritize its citizens, leading to stricter immigration policies. Legislation dating back to 1968 and 2000 criminalizes irregular immigration, including entry, stay, and exit, leading to harsh penalties for migrants. In recent years, the country has seen numerous arrests and deportations, particularly of Black African migrants. There have been documented cases of arbitrary detentions and collective expulsions, often leaving migrants stranded in harsh desert regions without basic necessities. In addition, President Kais Saied's speech in February 2023, linking undocumented African migrants to crime and demographic changes, fueled xenophobic rhetoric, making the situation even more complex for migrants in Tunisia. This rhetoric has not only contributed to a social climate of tension but also pushed the government toward harsher immigration measures. Number 9, Libya. Next, let's turn to Libya. The country has long been embroiled in conflict since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, and its instability has created a dangerous environment for both its citizens and migrants. Libya's role as a key transit point for migrants heading to Europe has brought the country under increased international scrutiny. Migrants often face detention in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions, with reports of abuse from guards and militia groups. Human rights organizations have called attention to unlawful killings, forced recruitment, and trafficking within the country. Despite these reports, Libyan authorities have intensified efforts to detain and deport migrants, often abandoning them in the harsh desert terrain. In July 2023, hundreds of migrants were detained and left stranded in the desert. Libya's lack of a unified government has only compounded the issue, allowing for exploitation and corruption and making migration policies inconsistent.
Number 8. Greece. At number 8, we have Greece. This Mediterranean country has long been a key entry point for migrants heading to Europe, especially those fleeing conflict in countries like Syria and Afghanistan. In 2024, Greece saw nearly 18,000 refugees and asylum seekers arriving by sea. However, Greece has been under fire for its controversial approach to managing these arrivals. There have been numerous reports of violent pushbacks at the borders, where Greek authorities allegedly force migrants back into Turkey, despite this being illegal under international law. While the Greek government maintains that their policies aim to protect the country's borders, human rights organizations continue to criticize Greece for violating asylum seekers' rights, citing incidents of violence and mistreatment. The country's approach in 2024 reflects the growing pressure to control migration while balancing human rights and security concerns. Number 7. Poland. Shifting to Poland at number 7, this Eastern European nation has also adopted a stricter approach to immigration, especially since 2024. Poland has announced plans to suspend asylum applications as part of its migration strategy for 2025 to 2030. The Polish government has made it clear that it will not participate in the EU's immigrant relocation mechanism, emphasizing its reluctance to accept new arrivals. The country's economic factors play a significant role. Many young Poles are seeking opportunities abroad, and the government has made efforts to increase the minimum wage to retain its workforce. However, policies toward migrants remain unfavorable, with basic rights granted but opportunities limited. In fact, the International Migrant Integration Policy Index, or MIPEX, indicates that Poland's conditions for newcomers are not particularly friendly. Number 6. Hungary. Starting in July 2024, Hungary introduced a guest investor visa that allows wealthy individuals to stay for up to 10 years if they invest at least $250,000 in real estate. This is part of a broader strategy to attract high-net-worth individuals while limiting other forms of immigration. On the other hand, Hungary has been facing labor shortages, which it aims to address by bringing in guest workers, particularly from East Asia. However, new immigration laws set to take effect in March 2024 will make it more challenging for low-skilled workers to find opportunities. There will be a list of around 300 roles that non-EU nationals cannot fill, effectively limiting immigration to certain professions. Additionally, from 2025, anyone applying for a permanent residence permit will need to pass a Hungarian history and culture test in Hungarian. These policies reflect Hungary's desire to control the workforce while ensuring immigrants are well integrated into society. Number 5. Spain. While many European nations have been tightening their borders, Spain is taking steps to integrate migrants into society. In 2024, the government reduced the time for undocumented migrants to apply for regularization from 3 years to 2. The plan aims to grant residency and work permits to approximately 900,000 undocumented migrants over the next 3 years. This initiative aims to address labor shortages and demographic challenges, such as Spain's aging population and low birth rates. By focusing on integrating migrants, Spain is addressing both social and economic issues. Number 4. Sweden. At number 4 is Sweden, once known for its liberal immigration policies. However, in recent years, Sweden has shifted its stance significantly. Sweden's immigration policies have been drastically restricted since 2015. The government has introduced measures that make the country less attractive to immigrants, such as promoting voluntary returns and tightening asylum rules. This shift is partly attributed to concerns over rising crime and integration issues. The government, led by Conservative Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson, has faced criticism for its harsh policies, which some argue lead to social exclusion and economic challenges. Number 3. Italy. Next up, Italy. At number 3, known for its rich culture and history, Italy is another country struggling with immigration challenges. In 2024, Italy has been moving asylum processing offshore to countries like Albania in an effort to reduce immigration. The southern regions, which have long suffered from poverty, continue to see high migration levels, but the country is struggling to cope with the influx. Number 2. Germany. At number 2, we have Germany. While once a beacon of open immigration, Germany is tightening its borders. Germany has reintroduced border controls and is deporting Afghan refugees, among other measures. The government is balancing resources with its humanitarian obligations, but there's a growing sentiment that migration needs to be more controlled, focusing on integration rather than just open doors. Number 1. France. Under President Emmanuel Macron, France has introduced stringent immigration laws, particularly aimed at reducing illegal immigration. The 2024 immigration law raises the bar for French language proficiency and tightens criteria for permanent residence. These changes are part of a broader rightward political shift in France, driven by concerns over racial discrimination, economic injustice, and social unrest linked to immigration.
Wow, what an eye-opening journey we've been on today. From Tunisia to France, we've explored the complex reasons why some of the world's most talked about countries are tightening their borders in 2025. Whether driven by economic pressures, national security concerns, or cultural preservation, each story adds a unique layer to the global conversation about immigration. What do you think about the shifts we're seeing in these countries? Do you agree with their approaches, or do you think there's a better way forward? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure to drop a comment down below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. We're always diving into the stories that matter most, and we want you along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.